Yeah, so talks have been there, yes, but they haven't borne fruits. So we didn't know who to consult, who to talk to. So I text Bonnie, I text Alunsi and Victor Bear. They were the creative directors we were under.
Yeah.
So they tell me, uko na namba ya Bonnie? Bonga na yeye ni anakuwaga PA wa Churchill. So I text Bonnie, I call Bonnie.
So Bonnie is the PA of Churchill.
He is the PA, yeah. And
Is
he's
he
the
also
guy in charge of payments.
Okay.
Yeah. He handles finance matters. So I talk to him, he doesn't pick my calls, he leaves me on red whenever I text. So this is January, we go to February and we hear rumors that some people have been paid. And you know who they have paid? The loudest voices. They consider Captain Otoyo, they consider Xavier and people of that class.
Okay.
And for us rising comedians, because it's done on purpose, they decide these ones don't matter, they ditch us. So we are Feb, March, April, May. Then in June, I decide now, since they have decided to ditch us that we didn't matter, I have to take this matter seriously. So it becomes like now a war, but the right war, because it's a war against mistreatment, against exploitation of creatives.
So this time you are still engaging Bonnie.
I'm engaging him, but he doesn't respond, so I won't call it an engagement.
Okay.
It's one-sided.
Okay.
Yeah. So because he doesn't, that's why I decided to go on Facebook and speak my truth. So I used my space, Bob Mwendwa, on Facebook. And I also went on Medium, created an account as my truthful archive of events.
Yeah.
So I upload my first post. I post my first expose. Very detailed about how he has ghosted us, sidelined us on purpose.
Yeah.
And so he calls me now.
Now
he has been
calls
ignoring
you.
me.
Now he calls you after you posting.
Yeah, and that should prove to you how they fear about their image.
Okay, wow.
So it's not about creatives. They don't care about you as creatives.
Okay.
They care about their image.
Okay.
So whether they destroy you, whether you're in distress, whether they mishandle you, provided their image is well kept, they don't care.
Okay.
So he calls me and say, hey man, I'm not ready for this online battle. I wish you drop that and I'll pay you tomorrow.
Okay.
It was on Sunday, June. So he says, I'll pay you tomorrow. I wait tomorrow, nothing comes. He doesn't pick my calls again. So I realized this is their pattern.
So he calls
but this time he is promising to pay me alone.
Okay.
Remember, I'm not talking for anybody else. I think I'm maybe the only one owed. So I wait later. He says, we will pay you on Thursday. Thursday comes, nothing happens. Then he texts me a message saying the check hasn't matured. So he pushes us to next week.
Okay.
So next week, he realizes I'm not backing down. He sends me 10K, a fraction of what I'm owed. And then I consult around and I realize I'm the only one who got paid. So that's a tactic. I take it as a tactic because if you pay the loudest voice, to make sure.
How much were you expecting? Like the total amount that you're supposed to be paid?
I mean, I won't say the exact figure, but it's a huge, compared to 10K, it's way huge.
Okay.
So he says, the check didn't mature. And then he sends me 10K. And I realize out of my circle, I'm the only one sorted that 10K.
Okay.
So they hope to silence the loudest voice and ditch the rest.
Okay.
But no, the rest start calling me, hey man, what criteria did you use? How did they pay you at sidelined us?
Okay.
Because the culture is you are supposed to beg and be grateful for, like, you won't be paid what you rightfully deserve unless they take you through that ordeal.
Yeah.
It's been the norm, and it's what we are breaking free from. So he sends me that. And now when other comedians start texting me and getting concerned, I create a group now about everybody. I say, justice for everybody, not justice for just Bob Mwendwa.
Yeah.
And he calls me and he says, hey man, you're inciting people. But then I say, Justice.
So these people also try to reach out to him?
Yes, they say, how did you pay Bob Mwendwa? We performed in the same space, the same time, and you have sidelined us. How are we omitted on the list? This is the same time Boniface is calling me and saying, we paid Captain Otoyo, we paid Smart Joker, we paid Xavier, we paid Demwa Facebook, we paid all that class of comedians. But for the upcoming, we don't have your record. And the show ended. So there is no clear plan. It's like we didn't matter. It's like we didn't count in their space. And so it's painful to see how everybody felt. I could hear the tone from colleague comedians. And so I called Bonnie and said, hey, comedians are complaining. Now it's no longer about Bob Mwendwa. We want justice for every comedian because I'm not a selfish guy. Then Bonnie called back and say, umbwa wewe. Then I reflect because number one.
Now Bonnie calls you umbwa wewe.
Bonnie calls me umbwa for asking for what people are owed, comedians.
Okay.
And so I reflect because number one, I didn't expect him to insult at his position. I mean, he is supposed to be a leader. You talk to Churchill through Bonnie. So if he insults us, what is the alternative channel to reach Churchill? You feel me? So that should tell you how fear is instilled in you. Because I remember even after he told me there's no pay for you and Nation Media never paid for content. He mentioned that. He linked NTV to exploitation.
Okay.
And I wrote a letter to NTV. I emailed them. And I copied Bonnie. And then he reached out and asked me, do you understand what you are doing?
Okay. And now Bonnie calls you again.
He calls me again and he says...
This after sending the email.
Sending the email to NTV. Asking NTV, how did you air a content you haven't compensated for?
Okay.
When you understand that unpaid content is exploitation, and I don't think NTV didn't pay. I just believe it was an escape lie for Boniface.
Did you get the response from maybe...
No, they didn't respond. Okay. And I didn't write again to them.
So Bonnie just called you directly?
Yeah, Bonnie just asked me. It's even on a text, on one of the WhatsApp texts he sent me, say, do you understand what you are doing? And that is not a rhetorical question. That is a classical intimidation. And that is what they use to see if you are going to bow down, to stoop to threats. But I mean, I know better and I'm smarter and I decided to speak. I mean, if it takes walking on fire, I will do it with my bare feet. Provided every artist who served, whether big or small, gets their dues.
So by this time you had only been paid...
now I'm defending everybody.
Okay, but you had received the payment at first, the 10K.
Yeah, the 10K.
Okay.
So later another 10K comes for
each and every year.
Yeah. Not each and every. Selectively. So this is how they do it. They check that is Bob Mwendwa. He's the one who has the loudest voice. So you are given something to test if you are going to tone down. They look at the other guy. This is Josh. He is speaking or he seems to know too much. You get your 10K. That one is not well informed. He doesn't have a voice. That's how they do it, selectively. So some people haven't received anything till now. I'll give you an example of Derek, a comedian living with disability. So he calls me the other day and he say, hey Bob, umetumwa na Mungu manze. Tumekapitia. Me and my wife, we both live with disability. And I called Bonnie since last year because he performed in August last year. And Bonnie just dragged him across, lies and hope. They sell you hope.
Or they also try to reach to Bonnie.
Yeah, because Bonnie is the guy in charge of payments. So you consult the rest, they say, talk to Bonnie. Okay. He should be accountable, at least giving you a timeline. We are paying this particular date. But he tells you, we are talking to Churchill, the check hasn't matured, lies. Even the timeline he has been giving, he hasn't honored them. Okay. So this guy and the wife decides to go to the office. Why? Boniface blocked them after the lies couldn't work. Okay. So he blocked them on calls. They can't access him via calls. So he goes to the office and Bonnie calls the gate men, and he say, hello, tell them I don't work here.
Wow.
while they are listening.
And these people are living with disability.
These are blind people. They have to pay somebody to walk them to the office. It's in Westlands. Man, and I could hear the distress and the pain he's going through. He tells me, can you appeal on my behalf? I gave up and I said, Boni nimekuachia Mungu. That's what he told me. I think I played you that tumekuachia Mungu. We don't have an alternative. So later he hears defending everybody. I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. I've decided to take the bullet. And he calls me and say, Manse, consider me. If you could just appeal on my behalf, utakuwa umetusaidia sana.
Okay.
So that is what motivates me to speak.
So did he get the payment?
He hasn't, not even a shilling.
Okay.
I told you, payment there is done selectively. So it's Bob Mwendo is speaking.
So maybe the guys who performed who maybe again got paid after you raised your voice, he was not one of those people.
He was not one of them. And he performed before I even joined Churchill show.
Okay.
And he was promised, we will pay you. Now, I'm telling you, it's selective payment. So they look at the voice that can be heard.
Yeah.
They say, Bob Mwendo is speaking too much, pay him full amount. That one could speak or seems to know much, pay him this particular fraction.
Okay.
That one doesn't have a voice, ditch them. So that's what they do. So that alone is a motivation that I have to do everything to speak. And again, even getting my share and keeping quiet. Do you understand that they only paid under pressure, public pressure?
Okay.
So I got a call from a guy. He said, you are going to be paid, but Churchill says for the courtesy and his brand and his job at Classic 105, you are supposed to drop those posts. The posts on Bob Mwendo Facebook channel.
So this guy calls you on behalf of Churchill?
Of Churchill, yes.
Okay.
And he is very categorical. They care much about their image, not what you are going through, not the artists, and not what you people are going through, not your concerns. I don't understand how Churchill has kept quiet about the issue. He's never come out publicly to address the clamor, the exclamation of artists. So we cry, we say Boniface is abusing us.
Have you also maybe tried to reach to Churchill personally through maybe calls?
Many times, brother. I've even texted him.
And what's the response?
He's never responded. So I don't understand. You know, when you don't get a response, you don't understand. So the response I got was, okay, he talks to Bonnie and say, talk to that guy to drop the posts. He will tarnish our brand. So that's their biggest fear. It's not about dignity. It's not about integrity, accountability, and even exercising kindness. He can't call comedians like Derek, who is a blind guy living with other issues, and say, what happened? I've heard your story. He doesn't care. That doesn't serve his interest. His interest is the brand. And those are the things we are calling out.
Oh, wow. It is so bad.
I think so. I think it's humiliation.
So maybe
and then what happens next is they try to demonize the loudest voice. They want to isolate me against those I'm fighting for. They have tried every means. It was a bit that this guy said.
When you say they have tried every means, what do you mean? Maybe the ways that they have tried to maybe put you down.
Number one, fake promises. Number two, offers to pay me a loan. You know, I was approached by a guy who was sent by Boniface Waweru. Boniface wants to become MP in Embakasi South.
Okay.
And it's my public and civic duty to warn people against unethical leaders as a citizen of Kenya. Because if this guy gets in office, he has failed in a small office. This is how he has handled creatives and young comedians. How will we be sure that he's going to empower many youths in Embakasi South? So I said that, and he thought it would blow, and so he sent somebody to say, Bonnie says if you can just tone down, he can sort you a loan. I mean, your dues are not much. But then I'm not a
So this time around, Bonnie again uses another person again.
They are afraid to face me directly.
Okay.
And the reason is I've been documenting everything. So you text me a lie or a threat or an insult, I'm going to capture that. Yeah, I shared with you. So yesterday I received 3 calls from a particular new
different
number.
numbers, yeah.
And I don't pick new numbers anymore because whichever I pick a new number, they say Churchill said you are tarnishing the image and he is willing to
Yeah.
but they want to just talk to me alone. When I say, I mean, pay everybody. I'm now talking on behalf of everybody. I mean, there is no way if you have a heart, you know, and you exercise kindness and you understand that ordeal of an artist, you would resonate with Derek's situation and understand.
Yeah.
Somebody went to the office and the gate people are told, tell him I don't work here. And this guy giving that response is the one accountable, is the one who is supposed to give a response.
Maybe the other fellow in the circle, or maybe the fellow comedians who didn't get the payment or the reward, with them, what are they saying? Maybe have they maybe tried to give you maybe an advice like, now this one has worked, but it's not working that fully. Can't we use this other formula?
I mean, so majority have been thanking me. So some have gotten their dues fully. But that payment was a forced compromise. It came in June only when we began speaking. Remember, I told you the Captain Otoyes and the rest got their dues in February. So we are getting ours in June only after I began speaking. So it's a forced compromise under public pressure because of the image protection. Remember, we are shaking a tree whose fruits were never enjoyed by those who watered the tree, right? So they are telling me, thanks, I mean, I've done something very many people fear to do. And those who got their dues, they are quiet. Remember, there is this powerful dogma that if you talk about Churchill, you will not get on radio, no side gigs, no blah, blah, blah. So they are afraid. When I speak, they are just behind me, but they can't afford to risk their visibility.
Maybe have you even gotten someone who is against you doing that?
No, absolutely no. No, but you know, if people feel silenced and they see an opportunity to speak, it is them speaking through me actually, it's not me speaking. Yeah, like I told you, personally, I got paid, but it was a forced compromise. I mean, they didn't have an alternative.
So like
they are protecting the
like up to now, there are those who you are like from your sentiments, are you trying to mean that there are those who have not been paid still, leave alone Derek?
I can give you examples, but I don't know if they are comfortable being mentioned on air. I know an example. I'll give you like we have. Should I mention the names?
Yeah, you are okay.
Handsome Boy is old. Wawerumbudia is
also, and some boy was not paid.
Plus some others. So yeah, several.
Okay.
Yeah, but
and maybe like,
so there is a girl actually. There is a girl who is old, never been paid since the word go. She doesn't speak, she doesn't have a voice. So they are counting on her silence. Anytime she calls me, she say, I mean, negotiate or appeal on my behalf. And then I try reaching out and Boniface stands hostile. He doesn't like people speak like me, people speak facts. But because he insulted me and he called me a dog, and you know I'm not. But I know who the real dogs are. I mean, the real dogs, I think back when they are held into account, when you illuminate their shadow, those are the real dogs. And for me, when he called me a dog, I reflected. I wanted to respond, but then I have parents and they taught me manners. So I decided to keep quiet about the issue. But then that doesn't mean we keep quiet about injustice.
Yeah. Wow. It's a very sad story, actually, bringing in the Derek story.
Very bad, man. Actually. He talked to me and I felt that pain. And I couldn't understand Boniface Waweru's endgame. I just couldn't reason it. And he hasn't been paid up to this minute. He doesn't know when he will be paid. He is not sure if he's going to be paid.
Maybe have you ever thought of coming together and maybe approaching Churchill so that you can settle everything?
We have a group, but Churchill is the brand, and Boniface Waweru and the circle the shield.
Or maybe you guys come together and approach.
We have a WhatsApp group. We talk there. I created it myself. Remember, this was my initiative to fight for justice.
Yeah.
If Captain Otoyo can get his payment, I should get mine as well.
Yeah.
It only makes sense. It's rational, and it should be cognito that if you are paying person A for featuring on TV, person B also deserves a fair treatment. Yeah. So we have that, but based on the pattern, again, I've told you, I texted Churchill and he's never responded. He responds through the Bonifaces. So if we want to reach him, we have to pass through. So these are the shield to protect the brand, not to do us justice. That is what I've learned, my lived experience and the lessons I've gotten.
So what are the expectations? Maybe are you still expecting that you people will get the full payment?
I mean, we will keep pushing and speaking because, I mean, truth is permanent. I told you, if we keep quiet, it means the forthcoming and upcoming generation of comedians and creatives will go through the same treatment. But we have to break that silence, whatever price, man. I'm ready to pay that price because I'm transforming. I'm asking for a reform in a high table where injustice hails, and that high table is fully rotten.
Maybe what you can tell Churchill
and the circle, I want to tell you, if you try threats, you try injustice, you try insults, and they don't work, try kindness, try integrity, try honest. Don't hide behind the brand when justice has not been served. Treat people with dignity, and asking for what we are rightfully owed is not asking for too much. Don't be hostile. Don't use these people. I mean, I've never understood, and I would ask Churchill with a lot of respect to try and address these things. To at least meet these people I'm talking about, the comedians, the creatives, the singers, and hear directly from them. Some are traumatized because of that ordeal they've gone through. And so I think it would be a honorable thing if we could address it directly, not through third parties. Because these people shield it and pretend like progress is happening, but in real sense, people are suffering.
Very nice. I think that I've gotten you right. Maybe if we go back to the creatives, maybe the upcomings that still want to get into the industry and all that, maybe one last word you can tell them.
It's not what you see it on TV. It's not like that. I think you have an opportunity to get inside, since if you are an upcoming, probably you are young. So be determined to learn, be determined to go through the journey. It's not a sweet journey, yes, it's displayed. The system will cash in on your silence. That has been the norm, and it's what we are fighting. But I ask you to remain persistent, be able to learn, never give up. Come and join us. You are welcome.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming through, brother.
I appreciate you.
It was nice. It was so wonderful engaging you. And guys, as we always say, it is BNM. It's where we have real talks, raw talks, and unfiltered or unedited talks. We officially come to an end of this episode. You catch up to us on YouTube channel BNM Blue News Media. Subscribe there, like, share, comment. Let this episode go viral. Iwafikie jamani, tusinyanyaswe upcomings. Wao pia wako tu kwa hali ya kutafuta.
Correct.
I thank you so much. And I'm always your host, MC Jopi, Walo Premium Seta Takayumbo Tole. Thank you so much.